Right now, some of the worst brake pads you can buy are sitting right next to the best ones on the same shelf. Same aisle, similar price, completely different quality. Today, we're telling you which is which, 5 to avoid, 5 to trust, and the reason behind all of it. Welcome to Must Know Motoring. If you're new here, subscribe and hit like. Let's get into it. Before we get into the brands, you need a quick 60 seconds of context because it makes everything else make sense. Every brake pad has two parts, a metal backing plate and a friction material bonded to the front. That friction material is what stops your car, and the quality of it is everything. There are three types: organic, which is cheap and quiet but wears out fast; semi-metallic, which is tougher and better for trucks and towing; and ceramic, which is the sweet spot for most everyday drivers. Quiet, low dust, easy on your rotors, and a good set can last 40,000 to 70,000 miles. Here's what most people miss though. Cheap pads don't just wear out faster, they take your rotors with them. And rotors cost anywhere from $150 to $400 to replace. So that $20 bargain set can quietly turn into a $400 repair bill. Now, you know what separates a good pad from a bad one. Let's talk about the brands that keep getting it wrong. So, let's get into it. 5 brands that keep coming up for the wrong reasons. And just to be clear, we're not here to trash anyone. We're just giving you the information you deserve before you spend your money. First up is Duralast. You've seen them right there at AutoZone priced to grab your attention. And look, cheap and available is hard to argue with when you're trying to save money. But drivers keep reporting the same issues. Pads worn down in under 10,000 miles. Wheels caked in black brake dust every few weeks. And when you go back to claim that lifetime warranty, you're just getting another bad set for free. That's not a deal. That's a cycle. Next is CarQuest. They make decent parts across the board, but their brake pads are a different story. Drivers have reported fitment issues straight out of the box, sometimes having to physically file the edges just to get them to seat correctly. That alone should be a red flag. On top of that, the dust production is heavy, and the pads have a track record of accelerating rotor wear. Brand new rotors showing damage in under 20,000 miles. That's the exact opposite of what a brake pad is supposed to do. Then there's PowerStop Z17. Now here's an interesting one because PowerStop actually makes some solid higher-end kits. But the budget Z17 line doesn't live up to the brand name. The two complaints you'll see over and over are excessive brake dust and constant squealing from day one. And that noise isn't just annoying, it's telling you something. It means the pad isn't making clean, consistent contact with your rotor. Don't buy on brand reputation alone. The Z17 is proof that the same company can have very different product lines. Number 4 is unbranded import pads. These are the ones you'll find on Amazon or eBay for $15 a set with 100 5-star reviews and a brand name you've never heard of. There's no traceability. You have no idea who made the friction material, what standard it was built to, or whether it's even been tested properly. Stopping distances can be wildly inconsistent, and some of these pads don't meet basic US safety certifications. The $15 you save can disappear the moment they start grinding through your rotors. It's just not worth the risk. And number 5 is the Bosch BC965. And this one needs context. Bosch is actually a strong brand and we'll come back to them shortly. But the BC965 line specifically has a documented issue with uneven pad material. What that means for you is a spongy, inconsistent pedal feel every time you brake. Bosch's better lines like their QuietCast series are a completely different experience. So the lesson here isn't avoid Bosch, it's know which Bosch. Because even a trusted brand can have a weak product line hiding in the lineup. And that's the 5. Now before we get into the brands that actually deliver, drop a comment below if you've used any of these and tell us what your experience was like. Good or bad, we read every single one. Now let's get into the good stuff. Number 1 is Akebono. Here's something most people don't know. A lot of cars roll off the factory floor with Akebono pads already fitted. They're an OEM supplier to Ford, GM, Honda, Nissan, and Mazda, among others. That means the engineers who built your car trusted this brand enough to put it on from day one. Their ceramic pads are genuinely quiet, low dust, and easy on your rotors, which protects that $150 to $400 rotor investment underneath. If you want the closest thing to a factory, fresh braking feel, Akebono is the first place to look. Number 2 is Wagner. Wagner is one of the most consistently recommended brands you'll find, and for good reason. Their Thermo-Quiet series kills brake noise at the source instead of just masking it. The result is a quieter, smoother pedal feel from the very first stop. Wagner also dominates coverage for American vehicles: Ford, GM, Ram, Dodge. So if you're driving a domestic truck or SUV, Wagner should be near the top of your list. And if you need any more convincing, police departments across the country trust Wagner pads in pursuit vehicles. If they hold up in a high-speed chase, they'll handle your daily commute without breaking a sweat. Number 3 is Brembo. You've probably heard the name. Brembo supplies brake systems to Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche straight from the factory. But they also make everyday road pads for regular cars, and they bring that same engineering standard with them. Superior heat resistance, consistent stopping power, and a confidence-inspiring pedal feel that cheaper pads simply can't match. They sit at a higher price point, typically $80 to $150 per axle, but the longevity justifies it. If you want the best of the best for a daily driver, Brembo delivers. Number 4 is EBC Brakes. EBC has been in the brake game for over 40 years, and they've built a genuinely strong reputation. Their Green Stuff line is a great everyday option. Low dust, quiet, and gentle on rotors. Their Red Stuff ceramic series takes it a step further, producing around 15% less dust than most competitors with built-in shims that keep things whisper quiet. Sets typically run $80 to $150 per axle, and the lifespan reflects that investment. And number 5 is Raybestos Element 3. Raybestos might be the most underrated brand on this entire list. They've been trusted by professional mechanics for decades, but they never seem to get the recognition they deserve. The Element 3 line is engineered to OEM spec, meaning it's designed to perform exactly the way your car's manufacturer intended. Low dust, low noise, consistent pedal feel from stop one. And here's the kicker. They're usually priced between $40 and $80 per axle. You're getting near premium performance without the premium price tag. For everyday drivers who want reliable, no-fuss braking, Raybestos is the quiet winner on this list. So now you know the brands. But before you go order a set, there's one thing you need to get right first. Because even the best brake pad on this list can underperform if it's the wrong type for how you drive. If you drive a standard car and most of your miles are commuting, errands and highway driving, ceramic pads are your answer. Quiet, low dust, long-lasting, and easy on your rotors. That's the sweet spot for most everyday drivers. If you're driving a truck or SUV, or you do any kind of towing, go semi-metallic. They handle heat better under heavy loads, and that matters more than dust or noise when you're hauling weight. And if someone at the parts counter tries to push organic pads on you because they're cheap, pass. They wear out the fastest, and they're the least equipped to handle heat. The short-term saving isn't worth it. One more thing, always replace brake pads in axle pairs. Both fronts together, both rears together. Never just one side. Uneven pads mean uneven braking, and that's a safety issue, not just a performance one. Last thing, and this is the step that most people skip entirely. Once your new brake pads are fitted, you need to bed them in. This takes 10 minutes, and it can add thousands of miles to the life of your new pads and rotors. Here's what bedding in actually does. It transfers a thin, even layer of friction material from the pad onto the rotor surface. That layer is what makes your brakes perform the way they're designed to. Without it, you get uneven contact, vibration, and noise right from day one. The process is simple. Find a quiet road. Get up to around 30 miles per hour, then brake firmly down to about 5 miles per hour. Don't come to a complete stop. Do that 10 times, giving your brakes a minute to cool between each one. That's it. No shop is going to tell you to do this. And honestly, the fewer people that know, the more brake jobs they get paid to do. Now you know. Your brakes are the one system on your car that has to work perfectly every single time. Not most of the time. Every time. The difference between a $20 set of bargain pads and a $70 set of quality ceramics isn't just performance. It's the $400 rotor replacement you either avoid or you don't. And now you know exactly which brands to walk past and which ones to reach for. That's what Must Know Motoring is here for. Every video on this channel is built to give everyday drivers the kind of information that saves you real money and keeps your car on the road longer. If this video helped you out, hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps more drivers find this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already and check out the next video, because what we cover there could save you just as much. We'll see you there.